Thankfully, none of the games have any meaning now. They're all just kind of filler until the end of the season, so this blowout doesn't sting as much, but it still hurts to watch as a fan. But there's still some things that we can take away from this to improve and to always be ready for next season. First things first, one thing that really like hurt us in this game specifically was the mismatch of physicality, and I don't mean like they just had more physical players. I mean they were just playing with more physicality. And some people may look at it and just be like, oh, they were hacking, they were being more physical, and the refs weren't calling it. That's whatever. You can view it that way. But the truth is, if the referees and the officials are going to allow that much physicality, which they can, that is their right, you have to equate that physicality. You need to be just as physical in order to not get just outworked in that regard. So that's one thing the Pelicans really need to work on, is not falling apart when they are like getting hit basically with that physicality. You need to be physical and you need to put pressure on them as well. One thing that I saw a little bit of that I did kind of like is there was this controlled, not, it wasn't as controlled as I was like, but there was some freedom with these players to just kind of play with some freedom and things like that and allow them to try shots that they may not normally take, which I was asking for a couple games back. But I think there's a little too loose with their freedom, and it's fine. But I worry about if they give too much freedom that they're going to develop bad habits that they're going to have to correct either in the offseason or once next season begins. So I'd rather have that controlled freedom, which also promotes that discipline, promotes that early, like, not early, but like promotes that discipline and promotes that control while also giving them the freedom to just kind of take whatever shots so they're not like concretely set, if that makes sense. So I do like that they're kind of doing that, and I'm hoping that they kind of work out the tweaks on that a little bit more. But like I said, the games don't really matter much anymore, so it's just a matter of seeing like, okay, who's going to be with this team later on, and just allowing some young guys to continue to get their reps, and allow guys like DeJounte, who've been out from injury, to kind of get his sea legs under him. But we're going to be back at it. We get 3 days off, thankfully. 3 days off. We're going to be battling in Portland on Thursday, and then Sacramento on Friday. Nice little back-to-back against two meh teams. Kings at least. Blazers can be kind of hot and cold. So I'm very interested to see how those games go, and I'm kind of interested to see because those are two games where I really want to see our rookies really shine and really get after it.